corners on their horses. And this is one of my students' horses. He's ridden by a teenager. He's, I think, a 5-year-old off the track. She's had him for not quite a year. And they're out of town this week, so I get to come ride him. He consistently has an issue with this corner in our lessons. And I noticed today on our training ride, he really doesn't have an issue with this corner. He has an issue with all the corners, quote unquote. So I've been working on that with him and wanted to do a little video, quick tutorial on kind of how I managed it and how I'm teaching him to want to be in the corners. I want you to notice that I'm standing here talking to you. I made a point to start the video while he's standing in the corner quietly on a long rein. And he's not looking at the corner, looking left, looking right. He's not kind of distracted. Like, he's here and he's ready for me to pick up the reins and go to work. So I'm standing here and I'm giving a little break because it was a good opportunity. I've probably been working on this. I've been riding him now for about 40-45 minutes, maybe longer than that. I didn't start this exercise specifically in the beginning, but I've probably been working on this exercise maybe for 20 minutes. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to kind of show you where he started, or try to. So when he started, he wanted to balk out of this corner. What I mean by balk is he wanted to get away from the corner. Every time we went near it, he wanted to go away from it. So what I did was I made sure that I could control his body left and right, and that I could control the connection in his neck. So even here you see we come around and he kind of wants to look in the corner a little bit, and this is way better than what it was. So he looks there and then gets so close he runs into something. And now he's going to stand quietly here for me. So the very first thing I did was I made sure that I could control the connection and control where he was in his body before I started really being able to give him a lot of reward. But now that he's pretty good and listening and he's moving laterally off my aids, I'm able to reward him and really teach him that he can't get out of this corner by balking at it. The more he balks, the deeper I'm going to press him in the corner. But I really want you to pay attention to when I press him in the corner, I'm not turning his nose into the corner. I'm keeping his nose to the inside, right? Because I'm a dressage rider, running him dressage. So we don't want it to counterflex him into the corners. We want to have him flex to the inside through the corners. So I don't really want to school him flex to the corner. Because that's actually what he's doing to be disobedient. He's wanting to look at it and counterflex and look in the corner and then throw his body to the inside. So I want to school him on what I want him to do. So what I really like now is that every time I'm approaching this corner, so here, there's actually pressure from me, the rider. I'm saying you have to come out here, you're outside of that corner, you have to work. All right, so right now we're just working at the walk. So here he comes down and he kind of looks at it, but he keeps flicking his ears back to me saying, oh, wait a minute, I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to do that. And there he offered to halt in that corner, really obediently. It's very important that he's obedient in the halt. If he's not looking right, looking left, head up, blah, 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 he's quiet and standing nice in the corner. Now I'm going to translate this into the rest of the arena. I've done this work in all 4 corners. So now this is the next step of the exercise where I really want to teach him that we want to go in our corners. We don't want to balk and spook away from those corners. So he's standing quietly. I'm going to just nicely go ahead and pick him up and ask him to trot on. That he's spoofing. So as he was nice there, I'm going to trot him on. He was also spoofing at this plank, so I've been halting him at the plank. But again, he's got to be obedient with his body on the rail, with his nose slightly tilted to the inside, and I let him stop and stand. And then I'm going to trot him on. And here, he didn't have so much of a problem with this corner, honestly. He was pretty happy to go in this corner to begin with. But this next one, there's like boards on the ground, and he wants to look at the boards. Really good, super there. Then I'm just going to keep going, cut him out of it. funny little creatures, and they have two sides of the brain and an eyeball on each side of their head. But just because it's good, so there he kind of wants to look at it, but he's still being good about going towards it and not trying to take the bend away from me. Both the two sides of their brain don't really connect, so you have to make sure, even if you school something on the left brain and it gets good, it doesn't mean it's going to be good on the right brain. So here he's kind of falling in, so here's a good opportunity to see what I'm going to do about that, okay? So he kind of walked past the place that I really wanted him, because he wanted to, again, fall in and spook at that very corner, so I'm just going to try a small circle. The place that people really make a lot of mistakes when they're doing an exercise similar to this, they think, oh, if I can just get my horse up to it and let them stand and look at it and sniff it, then I'm teaching them not to be afraid of it. No, you're actually rewarding them spooking, okay? They have to be obedient to your aids. They've got to be within your aids all the time, no matter what environment they're in or what's going on. So if he's going to spook at something, I'm going to make him work harder, harder, harder until he can go up and stand next to it and be quiet and obedient in my aids. Actually some disobedience about the connection, not about the thing he was spooking at. So I'm just gonna work him around here, work through that little push into my rein. Go right back to what I was asking for. Nice. So another way to think about this, I skipped that corner. I'll tell you why in a minute. Good. So I'm actually going to let him stop there for the day. Another really good way to think about this is to think of your arena like it's full of little pluses and minuses, okay? Pluses draw your horse in, minuses push your horse out. So this corner over here and that other one over there where he was just having a little bit of a hard time, these are both corners that are full of minuses. They're pushing him away, they're pushing him away. Versus the other two corners, which are next to his pasture, next to the barn and the gate of the arena, they're full of minuses. So, I mean, they're full of pluses. So they have some draw, okay? Like he wants to go in those corners. We need to equal it out, okay? We need to teach him that these corners that are pushing him away, he actually needs to get into because he gets to rest here. And those corners that he's being drawn into, we need to make them push him out a little bit more by making him work hard through those corners. So this exercise did a lot of things for this horse. It made him be more obedient within the aids, both the leg, seat, and rein aid, and it helped balance out the arena so that these two corners he wanted to spook out of, now he wants to be drawn into and stand quietly. And the two corners that he was being drawn into, he's being much better about just working through and not feeling like he's gonna pull me into those corners at any moment. So, thanks so much. Training tidbit for the day.